Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Solo ReacTalk. Yes, guys, I am back after I think it's like a week now. After I got stung by a bee on the face, and yeah, I'm back to normal. I'm back to normal. What else was I gonna say? Oh yes, congratulations to the Springboks. Oh, hold on a minute. Congratulations to the national team for winning the Rugby World Cup. Congratulations. And yes, guys, I am back after a very well-deserved rest. And now I'm back with Deus Ex Mankind Divided. I'm not sure about which part this is. Wait, let me just double check. Yes, part 26, walkthrough, playthrough done by FograinDaNoob. If you guys want to check out my previous reactions to the other episodes or parts, remember the playlist card is going to be at the top here. If you guys want to check out the original video as well as FograinDaNoob's YouTube channel, the links are going to be in the description below. Yes. Part 25. What happened? Oh, it's been such a long time. I know that Adam Jansen finally got to meet up with the Diwali, criminal syndicate family. One of the members, or two of the members, one of the members, Ota, right? Ota Botkavelli. And yeah, they were just, negotiating Dr. Collar's situation, with the Diwali family members, or gang members, if I could say that. And yeah, Dr. Collar is in the clear in that situation, I think. Or maybe there is still something that Adam Jansen has to do first before Collar can be in the clear. I'll have to just double check that. It's been a long time, guys. I haven't I haven't watched DSX in a long time. So yeah, I kind of have forgotten what has been going on. Adam Jansen has been going through the town as per usual. FograinDaNoob has been investigating every single nook and cranny, every single apartment building, acquiring information, scouring through emails. People write a lot of emails in this game. That's what I've also realized. People write a lot of emails. Emails is still a very big thing in the DSX universe, which is interesting, considering that in our time, we're just using our cell phones, instant messaging, not really focusing on emails. Emails is, for professional workspaces, we still use that. But honestly, some of the discussions here, you would imagine it on a instant messaging app instead of an email, function. Yeah. So it was quite interesting to see that, so much of this information is based on email receiving and sent messages. So yeah, the corruption in the police apparatus in terms of the structures of the police. There's been one police officer that's tried to investigate and tried to find out what's going on. He was assassinated by his own colleagues. And yeah, basically, oh yes, there was also another email that was talking about a former employee accusing the employer of I think hating natural human beings, and there was a government organization that was informed about this, and it's going to take further steps in terms of investigating the severity or veracity, I should say, of these allegations. So yeah, there's a lot of tit for tat situations in the city of Prague. And I think we've returned to the undercity of Prague, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, let's see what happens with Adam Jansen in the undercity of Prague. Part 26. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so we are not going back to the undercity. We're still on the top, on the surface. Okay.
Listen to that garbage. I just learned my son is a junkie when the police arrested him for using. Not my proudest moment as a mother at that. I can't win. I worked hard to give my children every opportunity to improve their lives, but it kept me away from home, from them.
Don't blame yourself too hard, lady. You know, you can... I mean, there are even some parents that try their best, like they're there for their children 24/7, yet they still somehow, some way get into, you know, substance abuse. So it's not your fault. You've tried your best as a parent. You know, so don't put too much pressure on yourself and blame yourself to such an extent. You did your best. Yeah. Okay, so we are back in the Undercity then. Or maybe I should just say the sewers. It's not yet the Undercity. Okay.
I'm sleeping. Get out of here.
Okay, we're back in the Undercity. I'm surprised no one's actually attacking Adam Jansen. I mean, this guy's just walking around.
In the wall.
They speak the truth.
You sure it's not in your head, brother?
Shh.
Beep, beep, clack, clack, typing. Computers, don't you hear it?
I don't hear anything.
As I was saying, I'm surprised to see that Adam Jansen is not being attacked by anyone, you know, as he's going through their personal space, if I can say that, or their own territories here. Because I'm assuming there are gangs and, you know, vagabonds and vagrants that would be a bit dangerous and would just attack at any opportunity, but doesn't seem to be anything like that in this Undercity. It's just people doing what they can just to survive, I guess, but not using violent means. Hikers.
I do not need to remind you folks that this is the third such attack to strike Prague in 6 months. All of them occurring after Dr. Tyler Fresher, leader of the Augmented Rights Coalition, took up residence in the neighboring Kulak complex.
What are we looking for, FograinDaNoob? What are we looking for here? Like, really, no one is talking to Adam Jansen, asking him what is he doing, why are you throwing our possessions on the floor. Like, no one is saying anything. All these NPCs are just frozen, if I can say that. Yes, they're talking, but the environment is not really reacting to Adam Jansen's actions, you know. Unless maybe if Adam Jansen fights against someone or he shoots someone, then maybe the NPCs might react to that situation. But otherwise, everything else... I mean, Adam Jansen could just burn this entire place and no one is going to do a thing. You know? It just reminds me of how Adam Jansen also just goes into people's homes while they're still there and watching television. This guy just walks into your apartment and he reads your emails. Like... what is that? Oh gosh.
Access granted.
Big global impact story. Then segue into earthquake.
Find Samizdat. Oh, that newspaper tabloid company, right? Okay.
And clones, follow up on Dubai, and finish with locals. Where are we on Praha divorce?
You're asking all the right questions. Still needs an ending.
You said that place is a front for a front. I want to know more. I want facts. Bones, what about you?
I still think we should lead with Moonbase.
He's right. Moonbase is sexy.
Since when are we trying to be sexy? Do I look like Eliza Kazan to any of you?
You absolutely do not.
Deep breaths, people. Let's take a minute to think about who we are, what it is we're trying to accomplish here.
They're funny. They're really funny.
Don't shoot!
Shit.
We're journalists!
Who invited the agent type?
Who are you? What do you want? Why are you here? You here because of the Dubai story? The article about the moonbase? The clones on the moonbase? Who sent you?
I'm here for Samizdat. You in charge?
I take charge, but I'm not in charge, man. No one owns or dictates the truth. Freedom of information is a collective right, and a collective responsibility.
Okay, yeah, but we're asking who's in charge of this place. Don't misdirect the answer, my guy. Just answer straight to Adam Jansen. Don't waste time.
That said, you gonna break someone's nose? You break my nose.
I didn't come here to break anything. I just need you to cooperate.
I spent my 20s in a commune, man. I'm all about cooperation.
Good. It's about something you've been looking into. It's making some people nervous. What do you know about Praha Dovos?
That little import company? I know there's more than boxes in the basement. We've seen agent types come in and out. The place is a curtain. The first in a series of many. Pull them all back and you'll find... them. Tell me I'm wrong.
Who is them? Actually, no. You're not supposed to know who them are. Yeah, you need to stop. You need to stop what you're doing. You're going to expose Task Force 29 to the general public. And we don't need that right now.
It's a dead end.
Right. Guys like you always come down here because of dead ends.
Fine. Then what if it's something other people are already looking into? If someone like you makes too much noise, that may compromise any chance they have of uncovering something bigger. Do you understand?
I'm supposed to believe we're colleagues now? You men in black types, you walk into Pike's newsroom, tell them to be hush-hush about something, and they do it. But that's not how it works here. One day, you will all be exposed. If not by me, then someone just like me. Samizdat isn't one voice. K isn't one man.
I get what you're saying, right? However, in terms of exposing Task Force 29, why? Why do you want to expose Interpol to the public that way? What have they done wrong that would necessitate them to be exposed?
What exactly do you do down here?
Samizdat is a media uprising. While Picus panders to corporate tyranny and government bullshit, we pump out the truth. We uncover it, we write it, we publish it. We get our noses broke for it.
So you print pamphlets?
Well, we do a lot more than that. We got ways of getting into Picus media network. That's how we disseminate information.
Information you get by hacking into places you shouldn't.
The truth is buried. If digging it up means skirting a few rules, so be it.
What did you mean when you said K wasn't one man?
K is an ideal, the intangible leader of tangible resistance. You can kill me, but then little K would become K. Kill little K and Bones over there becomes K. There's always a K.
And what if you kill Bones?
You can't kill Bones, man. Bones isn't real. I think he was one of them. He was supposed to be a prince of Belgium, man, but then he broke his condition. We found him inside this fucking cult, all confused, so we reprogrammed him with the truth.
Right. Suppose...
You reprogrammed him with the truth? Wait, am I supposed to take that literal? Is that literal what you just said there? He reprogrammed him? Or is it just... okay.
Suppose I needed to make a deal with Samizdat. There's no one person I can talk to?
Depends on the deal. I mean, there's always going to be an editor. Editor makes the final call on all published material. That would be me.
So you could ensure that something doesn't get talked about?
Depends on the deal.
I need you to stop looking into Praha-Dovos, but not for the reason you assume.
Relax, I get it. You don't think I do, but I do. You've got to appease your military industrial masters. We've all been there, man.
I'm not who you think I am. Kinds of people who manipulate the news, who cover things up. You don't need to convince me that's who the enemy is.
The enemy is anyone who conceals the truth. And that's exactly what you're asking me to do. To pretend like that little import company isn't hiding something.
But, okay, maybe because he doesn't know that this is Task Force 29 he's dealing with. You know, essentially they are the police. And they have to be gathering information on targets. And they don't want those targets to be spooked, to be notified that, hey, you know, we're being investigated by Task Force 29. And yes, that is a secret that needs to be kept until there comes a time where that secret is no longer needed. And that's when the arrests happen. That's when the evidence is brought before the court. And, you know, there can be criminal justice procedures coming into action, if I can say that. So, yeah, maybe he just doesn't know about, because, you know, he doesn't know that Enemy Anton is part of Task Force 29. But I hear what he's saying, that, you know, the truth must always come out. But in terms of this situation, the police need discretion. Yeah.
I'm asking you to see a difference between conspiracy and discretion. Between people who hide information in order to push their own agendas and those who need to stay off the radar in order to do their jobs. You, of all people, should understand.
Okay. Okay, look. You seem like a reasonable guy. Huh? Hell, I've usually been punched by now. I find this refreshing. Here's the deal. We promise to forget all about Praha-Dovos and stay out of your way as long as you give us something better.
What do you suggest?
The only thing I hate more than secret organizations are toothless media conglomerates who don't hold anyone accountable, who spit lie after lie after lie. So I propose a trade. There are places my people can't get into. You get into one of those places and find me some dirt on the real enemy here. Picus Media. Do that, and I'll cut whatever you want me to cut. Who knows?
You don't know what Picus Media is? You don't know what Eliza Kassan is? You don't know that she's an artificial intelligence? Oh, okay. Wow, I thought you knew the truth. I thought you guys dig out the truth. What happened here? How can you guys not know what Picus is? Anyways.
Maybe you'll even learn something.
You're gonna forget everything you know about Praha-Dovos for now. It's the only way you get to protect your ideals.
Right, because concealing information is obviously the best way to keep people informed. You really think I'm that stupid? There's this word you might want to look up. It's called transparency. It means people have the right to know, no matter what the cost.
No. Yes, but no. Yes, but no. You know, there is a time and place for when certain types of truths can come out. There's a certain time and place. You know, especially when it deals with police investigations, there is a certain time and place. You can't just, you know, blurt out everything right now, because you would risk the criminals escaping, you would risk the criminals evading justice. You know, they might even use this in a court of law to protect themselves. So, you know, there's just some certain things that you must just keep secret until it is necessary, or until it is, you know, safe to expose it out. You know, after investigations, after collecting all evidence, after arresting these people, then you can, you know, take out a newspaper, front page of the newspaper, what's happening. Yeah.
Fair enough, but there's a difference between speculation and fact. Right now I'm betting you don't have anything tangible to go on. You don't know who I am, what my role is, or what's really going on. Wait until the facts are out before you go spewing misinformation everywhere. Before you get people killed.
Okay, maybe I don't have all the facts yet, I'll give you that, but I know something's going on down there. Otherwise you wouldn't be here. That's why you always have to keep digging. The truth, the real truth. It's a rare fucking bird, man. And if you're too slow or too careful, it fucking flies off. So when I get so much as a hint of truth, I strike when I can, as hard as I can.
Whatever the cost, is that it? You want to be better than Picus, right? But what does Picus do? They frighten people. They sensationalize the news, they misdirect. If you want to resist them, you need to strive to be objective. You need to deal in truths. And the truth is, putting Braha Dovos under the spotlight right now is dangerous to me and useless to the public. Wait until it's time.
Okay, I get it. I don't want to compromise no one's investigative journalism. Sometimes you move too fast and the real story flies off before you even had a chance to see it. That's not what we do here. So you go break open whatever it is you're breaking open, and we'll lay off Braha Dovos. For now.
You're making the right choice.
We'll see. You know, we could still use your help, though. Journalistic integrity may not mean very much topside, but it still means something down here. And that's why I think you should help us. You're our best shot at hitting the mass media where it hurts.
And how do you know that?
Alright, what do you want to know about Picus?
I want skeletons! The kind that companies like Picus come all the way to Prague just to bury. Corporate archiving, man.
Corporate archiving, huh? You asking me to break into a bank?
I'm not talking vaults here. Ashani Talvar, the Palisade CEO, she leverages her clients, keeps information about them close at hand. She's got something on Picus, I know it. I just can't get to it, but I bet you could. You poke into her office, find something that proves how nasty Picus is, how much they love to piss on the truth, and I promise you this, I'll misplace any file you want.
Like Adam Manson has a lot of information on Picus. He could just blurt it out right now about them.
We'll see. Chang, you there?
What do you got for me?
Took care of Samizdat. No one's going to be reading anything about us anytime soon.
Oh, I'll cancel the movers. How'd you do it?
I've reasoned with them. They're not going to give us any trouble.
Reasoned? With the conspiracy nuts.
I know what I'm doing.
I finally got through to my contact in the trade office. He said, fuck off.
Keep trying, folks. Keep giving them out.
What these journalists overlook, however, is the damage these hackers leave in their wake. Last year, the collective shut down London's traffic grids, causing gridlock for hours.
Hey, here's what I got so far on the anti-Picus intro. All we're missing is a story. Did you hear the news telling us that AUGs are to blame for everything? It's hard to miss. Well, here's a revelation on our own. Picus are disingenuous liars and need to be shut down. Picus only care about making you look the other way. think about that the next time Eliza Cassan is telling you what you should worry about. I know too many exclamation marks. Okay.
Preventing life-saving medical transports from getting through.
Here's the latest draft. Let me know what you think. Pangaea was humanity's titanic plan to save the world in an Arctic installation plumbing to the bottom of the sea. Built by augmented workforce, it was the hopeful answer to climate change until it mysteriously blew up in the day the orgs went crazy. It remains conveniently unclear what happened at Pangaea amidst conflicting reports. Human remains, corporate sabotage, and radioactive salvage. We wait for the official truth, engineering failure, or another augmented. Let me just zoom out a bit. Augmented horror story. More and more Pangaea feels like a $1 trillion hole in which to hide the $1 trillion secret. I've read this before. Okay.
In Chile, they committed massive voter fraud when they rigged the electronic voting system and elected a 12-year-old boy as president. In Russia, mass combat drones attacked St. Petersburg. And in the U.S., millions of workers lost...
So, you got anything on Picus?
I'm still on it.
causing several Fortune 500 companies to go in.
What do you need me to do exactly?
Dig up some dirt on Picus Media at the property bank. When you have something, we'll talk about getting the truth out there to the people.
What are you working on right now? What's your big story?
We don't write stories, man. We bombard with facts. 63% of all earthquakes since 1997 were caused by geological bombs. Did you know that?
Geological bombs. Okay.
Must have missed that one.
There is nothing natural about these disasters. You like figures? 7.1 million OGs left in the world. That's down 89% since the incident. Darknet chatter, man, up 73% since that thing in Dubai. It's all related. You want a spoiler? You want the bottom line? I'll tell you. All part of a selective depopulation agenda they've had from the beginning. The means change, the targets change, but not the ideal. And our governments, they know about this, but the public has no idea. Why? Why is that? Because Picus controls 94% of the world's media, and 97% of what they report is complete bullshit. That's a fact.
Yes, there are some truths in there that I can accept and that I would attribute to the Illuminati, you know, the shadow council of men and women who wish to control the world. Yeah, they are doing some nefarious actions out there. So, you know, all this information that he's spewing out, maybe there is some truth to it. Even those bombs that he's talking about, I'm not entirely sure about that. You know, natural disasters, man-made cause, I am not entirely sure. But yeah, everything else, there's a possibility in it, especially when it deals with Picus. Yeah.
You mentioned something about Dubai. What do you know about what happened there?
Ex-bell tower mercenaries working with local Slavic gangsters caught in the middle of a puppet show in the Middle East. The whole thing was carefully crafted vaudeville.
Crafted by who?
Someone who likes to rig the game. Puppet on each hand, man.
Where do you get this information from? Who's your source?
Voices in the dark, man. The moment you fall asleep is the moment they start talking. Psst, Kidara, Kilva, Changdala. That's what I hear. Whispers out of reach. It's like a scent. Something no one can hold on to yet.
So you have no idea?
I got plenty of ideas, but the more I talk, the less I can hear. Besides, journalistic integrity, man. We're not pikers down here, okay? We're one of...
I'm not entirely sure how is he receiving this information. Is it through like an augmented telepathy kind of situation, maybe?
The few media outlets left that aren't part of the global control mechanism. Indirect means on one side, direct means on the other. And once you're in the wheels of the machine, you're finished.
Don't go anywhere.
Get it. This is Eliza Cassell, reporting to
I
you
still
from
think we should lead with Moonbase.
These are the greatest concerns of the digital age, and we at Palisade Property Bank have made addressing those concerns priority for you. Information archived within the walls of Palisade Property Bank is beyond the legal jurisdiction.
I risked my life to send you those notes. Do you think it's a joke? You promised me you could push the story with Kay. The world needs to know what's really happening up there. The experiments are real. Moonbase, okay.
Of any government. Assured.
Bones, you know I love you. Please repay the love by giving me feedback on the Panchea story. Panchea was humanity's... Oh, okay, yes.
Anonymity. Palisade Bank Corporation is now and forever will be the best secure corporate archiving company in the world.
around the clock, around the world.
Think of us as counterculture patriots. Our mission? To inform people, to offer an alternative to Pisces.
Still reeling in the wake of a devastating terror attack. Dozens were killed and hundreds more injured yesterday when bombs exploded inside Rosika train station. I do not need to remind you folks that this is the third such attack to strike Prague in 6 months.
Well, the alternative to Pisces is... I mean, they're good at sensationalizing, but they need more investigation so that there are no holes in their stories, if I can say that, you know. And they also need to know when to run a story, not just to run a story because they have some certain information. Yeah. Anyways, attention all, I have I've unhooked our computers from the death trap of a generator. I request... Wait, I've read this before. Our network is safe. Nonetheless, I'm still using this power source for some of our appliances. Please do not touch it. I got coffee machine set up just right. Bones. Yeah, I've read this before. Okay.
Your guess is as good as mine.
Wow, people just sleep anywhere. Anywhere where it's at least dry. You know, not where people are walking around. They'll just make their own little place to sleep and they just sleep right there. Oh, it's really sad.
Sotto sakra.
Marrakesh isn't the answer, Kali. I told you come over to my place in the Devni Obvod district, okay? I'll fix you up. I have a storage unit in the courtyard in case I'm not there. Punch quad 5, okay? And go on in, alright? Well, this thing is in my head. It's killing me. It hurts me all the time. The posse isn't helping, okay? Nothing is helping. God, why? Let's zoom out a bit. God, why won't it stop? I heard that there is a man in Marrakesh that can take it out. I'm thinking of going there, alright? A scoop and a scrap and out it goes. Okay, that wouldn't be so bad, right? Oh god, I need some relief from all this fucking noise. I swear. All this effing noise in my head. I can't listen to it anymore. I have to shut it off. Will it's telling me to do things, bad things? Help me. Please tell me what to do. I guess someone's augmentation is trying to influence it. Oh, that's him. Oh my gosh, he's dead. I guess he killed himself. What does it say here? Do you consent? Okay, do you consent? Consent to what? Do you consent? Yeah, I don't know what was happening with this guy with his augmentation, but it seems like he was really going mad because of it. And yes, maybe it is some sort of malicious intent. Maybe there is someone trying to control it, like how it was done during the Orc incident. Or he just went mad and he just decided to kill himself. Yeah. Wow. What is this place? H4NX chimera of nanovirus. Okay.
In yet another augmented terror attack, 251 passengers aboard.
Alright. Jessica, the material needed for the next stage just arrived, but you need to pick it up yourself. I'm going to take the advantage of my vacation to attend a talk in Berman. It could serve as a useful platform to bring further attention to the university's despicable behavior, but you don't need me for the prepping stages anyway. The material in the storage locker in the courtyard of Zelen apartment complex. It's locked, of course, but a combination of bromine and bromide should do the trick. Okay, let me just zoom out. I will check your progress upon my return. Good luck, the professor. Okay. Isn't this the professor who was kicked out of the university? Or was it a student who was kicked out of the university? Experimenting on some sort of nanomachine technology, right? I think so. I think it's the same professor. Yeah. So I guess that ex-student is down here in the Undercity performing his illegal experiments. Okay. I wonder how many people here know what's going on under their feet. Really, I wonder.
Vážně jsme k něčemu dobrý.
Drž se dál, ale. What the hell?
Okay guys, that is it with Deus Ex Mankind Divided, part 26, walkthrough playthrough done by FograinDaNoob YouTube channel. And yeah, Adam Jansen had to convince the tabloid newspaper people, what's the company called again? Samizdat, something like that. Samizdat. Yeah, I'll have to just double check. But you know which one I'm talking about. Yeah, he had to try and convince them to, you know, stop their investigation into Task Force 29, you know, cover business that is on the surface, and then, you know, underground it's Task Force 29. You know, he's just asking them to just hold back on their investigations that are related to Task Force 29 until they gather all the necessary information and they're able to prosecute those that they are targeting. When that happens, then you can run with the story and probably expose Task Force 29's headquarters under Prague City, you know, yeah. So yeah, Adam Jansen has just been trying to convince the editor and the rest of the team that, you know, he's not a threat, he's not here to bully people, he's not here to threaten people's lives. He's just trying to, you know, convince them. Of course, this is the option as the player that you have. FograinDaNoob, as a passive build, has decided to, you know, take the talking stage instead of using violence, instead of using intimidation. And of course, the augmented parts that Adam Jansen has are proving to be extremely effective in convincing, you know, someone to see things in his way of thinking, if I can say that, as Adam Jansen. So yeah, you know, the augmentation really is an amazing and terrifying pieces of technology that is available to Adam Jansen. Really powerful. It makes him an extremely powerful, you know, player character. And yeah, we also got to see a laboratory in the Undercity where they are experimenting on the creation of nanomachines, which is illegal if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, the professor who was, I think he was kicked out, or was it another student, one of the students who was, you know, creating this technology was kicked out. And yeah, you know, the professor's helping him in his project. And yeah, the professor continues to protest and to fight against the so-called tyranny of the university. So yeah, that's also what we've been reading up on. And what has also been happening to a particular augmented person who lives in the Undercity is also very interesting. Whether he was mentally sane, or, you know, someone was sending some sort of like subliminal messages through his augmentation parts, which made him go mad. I'm not entirely sure which one is it, but I guess we'll know about that probably later on in the game. And yeah, that's about it. That's about it with Adam Jansen for part 26. Remember guys, if you want to check out the original video as well as FograinDaNoob's YouTube channel, the links are going to be in the description below. If you like my reaction, please give me a like, comment and subscribe to my channel. Click on the notification bell if you want to be up to date with my latest videos, and I'll see you guys hopefully next time, hopefully next week. Yeah. Okay, bye.